It was pouring heavily that Thursday night, and lone father Noah Collins had just ended his shift operating a delivery truck on the edges of Portland. His plaid jacket was soaked, his shoes were caked with mud, and his 6-year-old son, Liam, sat in the rear seat, singing softly to himself, holding a worn toy fire engine that had seen better times. They were driving home when Noah noticed a woman by the roadside struggling to move a shopping cart packed with plastic sacks, with 2 weary, hungry-looking children following close behind without hesitation. He stopped the truck. "Need a lift?" he asked, lowering his window. The woman seemed surprised. I don't have any cash," she answered swiftly, gripping her kid's clothing. Noah shook his head, not expecting payment. "It's chilly. You've got little ones. Come on, get in." The woman paused, then agreed. "Thank you. I'm Clara. This is Emma, and that's Lucas." Inside the vehicle, Liam silently offered the girl his toy engine. She gave a timid smile and accepted it. Noah drove them to the only spot he could manage that evening, Betty's Diner. A modest, no-fuss place he often visited during his lunch breaks. Crispy fries, steaming coffee, and friendly grins. That's what Betty's was famous for. I can at least get them a warm meal, Noah thought. He only had $23 in his pocket, just enough for a few toasted cheese sandwiches and perhaps a children's meal. As they settled in a booth, the kids devoured their food while Clara barely touched hers. "You didn't need to do this," she said, her voice trembling. "We're just facing tough times. I lost my job and our home. It's been rough." Noah just shrugged. "I've been there," he said softly. "I know how it feels to stumble with no one to catch you. I vowed that if I ever saw someone struggling, I'd lend a hand, no matter how small." Liam tugged at his dad's sleeve. "Can they stay with us, Dow?" "Die?" Noah smiled gently. "Not tonight, champ, but we can help them find a warm place." Just then, a man in a suit entered the diner. His gaze swept the room and settled on Clara. "There you are," he said, out of breath. "Clara, we've been searching for you all day." Noah instinctively stepped in front of her. "It's okay," Clara said, rising. "He's my assistant." Noah blinked. "Assistant?" Clara nodded and looked at Noah with an expression that stirred his heart. "I own this diner. In fact, I own the entire Betty's Diner chain. 47 locations across the West Coast." Noah's jaw dropped. "Wait, what? But you said—" She smiled softly. "I didn't lie. I am facing a tough patch. Not financially, but personally. After my divorce, I needed to vanish for a while. I wanted to feel what it's like to be seen not as a CEO or a name on a sign, but just as a mom, as a person. Most people just passed us by." Noah sat back, stunned. "But not you," she continued. "You stopped. You helped. You gave what little you had, expecting nothing. That's rare." She pulled a card from her purse and handed it to him. "Come to our headquarters on Monday. I want to offer you a role. No, a position. Something beyond driving trucks. We need people like you. People who act with compassion." Noah looked at the card, then at Liam, who was grinning like it was Christmas morning. "I don't know what to say." "Say you'll take it," she replied, eyes gleaming. 1 week later, Noah walked into Betty's corporate office wearing a new suit Clara had insisted on buying. He was greeted by staff who already knew his name. He'd been hired as the Director of Community Outreach, tasked with creating programs to support struggling single parents and families, the very people Noah had always dreamed of helping if he ever had the means. Liam visited the office often, now with a newer toy fire engine, but he still let other kids play with it first. Note: Noah didn't change the world overnight, but one rainy night, he transformed someone's world, and it transformed his in return. Sometimes the smallest act of kindness opens the greatest door you'll ever walk through.